Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 12th of September. In this update, the police officer who was shot by Marokopa fugitive Tom Phillips reportedly had his life saved by his car windscreen. Phillips was shot dead by police on Monday and shot the officer in the head during the standoff, who remains in hospital. Sources told our newsroom the windscreen of his police car likely deflected the gunfire. Meanwhile, an injunction suppressing key information on Phillips was extended in the High Court yesterday until at least Thursday. Phillips' children remain in state care and investigations are continuing, with examinations of his campsites expected to finish up today. Donald Trump has announced conservative activist Charlie Kirk will receive the Medal of Freedom posthumously. The conservative activist and key Trump ally was fatally shot at an outdoor event at Utah Valley University yesterday. Teachers have revealed they weren't consulted at all on new secondary school subjects. The government's released a new list of subjects as part of an overhaul of the national curriculum, starting from 2028. It focuses more on the STEM subjects and adds civics, politics and philosophy, and media and journalism. Albany Senior High School Principal Claire Amos says this feels like change just for the sake of it.
We hear time and time again from educators that the last thing we want is education to be a political volleyball. To me, there's a little bit about this that feels like a political volleyball.
Te Pāti Māori has stripped one of its MPs of her role as party whip, but it's not clear why. Until this week, Maria Meno Kapakingi was the party's whip, responsible for managing members' leave and votes in the House. Party whips are paid $20,000 more each year than a regular MP. But co-leader Debbie Ngārewa-Paka now has the role, and Kapakingi won't say why. She says she enjoyed the work, but things are changing. A slew of seats is opening up on overseas flights in time for summer as the country's international air capacity reaches pre-COVID numbers. International services planned between October and March will exceed flights operated over the same period in 2019 by more than 3%. This is a more than 8% increase compared to services over the same time last year. Confidence a new plan to rebuild the Christchurch Cathedral is realistic. Work will start next year to complete the nave, restore the rose window and rebuild the entranceway and tower by 2030. It halves the funding shortfall to about $40 million, with the Anglican Church pledging another $20 million. Dean Ben Truman says a staged rebuild approach was used in the past.
In 1881, this is how the cathedral was built, with the tower and the nave, the main body of the church, completed. And it took 40 years to build it the first time round.
In sport, Dame Nolene Taurua apparently remains unclear about concerns several Silver Ferns had regarding her leadership ahead of her stand-down for the South Africa series, which starts Sunday week. Kai-Paul Olsen-Baker returns from an ankle injury to the number 8 jersey for the Black Ferns Rugby World Cup quarter-final against South Africa on Sunday in Exeter. A landmark moment for cricketing officialdom. An all-female panel will oversee the Women's 50-over World Cup in India and Sri Lanka starting September 30. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.